Hey guys, this is Red, and today I'm doing a Q&A. Yeah, there's my intro. Someone wanted to see my face, and yeah, here it is. Here's my face. You like it? You like it? I have glasses. I had contacts, and they don't work very good. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little walk around the house and answer some of your questions. Okay, first off, do that. Okay, comment number 1. Can you do a face reveal? Can you do vlogs? Well, this is kind of a face reveal. I already did many videos where you can see my face. I did many things like vlogs, so you must not keep up with my channel too often. That was Tanner Silly, if that's how you say your name. How old are you? Underground Gems. I am 22. I'll be 23 next year. So that's pretty good. Hope I didn't step in poop. Okay, here's another question. Okay. What's your favorite genre and why? Video game genre. And that was from Lanati AWO. And my favorite game genre would have to be probably RPG. I started off with Final Fantasy, and that was like Final Fantasy X was the first one that brought me in the RPG genre. And if you even go back further, I did play Legend of Legaia, but I didn't know that was a JRPG. I didn't know what RPGs were then. So yeah, I'd have to say RPGs were my favorite because I put so many hours into them, and they always have good adventures, especially the Final Fantasy games. If you can see, it's very nice out. This is kind of a vlog right here. But I'm going to go inside and we'll finish up the Q&A. That looks great. Okay. So, the next question was Dan's G08. What do you make of the proposed paid subscription idea for YouTube? Would you pay to watch anyone's videos? Would you consider opting for this service? I probably won't do it because that would just make me mad if I had to pay to watch someone's videos. The only ones I might pay for is there's a channel called Happy Hour, and if they would consider making longer videos, I would pay for them. But they make about 3 to 5 minute videos, except for Insanity Not Included, and it's a pretty good show. But everything else on their channel is kind of short, but they would be the only ones because they really keep me interested. Film Cow is another one. He's a funny person, the guy that makes those videos. I would not even bother doing it because it's like 99 cents, I think, a month. You can do it on, I think I saw Sesame Street online. They're actually online now, and they charge you, I think it might be $4. It might be more. I don't remember exactly. But they charge you for a month, for each month, a fee. I don't think it's really that good of an idea unless you're really desperate for some money. And if you have the user base for like over 100 million subscribers, they might actually pay for you because they're really in love with you. But overall, I don't really think I would use it in the near future. Maybe if everything costs more, I would do it if I had like a user base, like I said, 100 million or so. I might do it. I never really thought about doing it until you brought it up here. Let me know below what you think, because yeah, I'm not really going to do that. And Dan, I know you got a pretty big channel, dude, so let me know what you think about that. Okay, on the next question. What's one game you can't stand or hate? Chris Wright. Well, Chris, I can't stand Pokemon games anymore. I know it's hard to believe, but I used to be into Pokemon. I know I'm a big PlayStation person, but to me, it's just like it's a kid's game. I don't really get into them anymore. I don't know how people can be like, you used to be like 5 playing it, and then you can play it up until you're 30 something years old. I don't know. I can't get into them anymore. A couple games I can't stand. Naughty Bear. That was the worst game in my opinion ever. It was worse than that Fast and Furious game. That was a piece of crap. Naughty Bear was literally the worst game ever. It was that terrible. But yeah, like I said, Naughty Bear would be the top of the list, worst game ever. Adolish. I think that's how you say your name. He has a little ape thinking, okay? Question. With all the great games coming out this year for the PS3, don't you think it's a shame that the PS4 isn't backwards compatible? I mean, in my opinion, backwards compatibility isn't backwards thinking. That's a really good question. What do I think about backwards compatibility? I think that the PS4 will be backwards compatible. A lot of places have been saying to me that it's going to be backwards compatible, well, GameStop, backwards compatible only through PSN. So any PSN games you bought, you can play again. And they actually said to me, they're like, oh, it's not going to be able to play PS3 games ever. And I actually think they confirmed that. So maybe, hopefully the PSN is going to be pretty awesome. Because I have like over $1,000 worth of items on there. I would love to get them back. But it's not that big of a deal to keep both systems around. The PS2, I didn't have as many games as I have for the PS3. So it wasn't as big of a deal. But I do have I got a 60 gigabyte PS3 for that because I want to play in HD. I don't want to play PS2 games. It looks really crappy on an HD TV. And yeah. So backwards compatibility, yeah, I would like the PS4 to be backwards compatible. I kind of think it's stupid that it's not. How much more could it cost to include some type of chip or something in there that's going to be able to do it? I don't know. Maybe they could have made a device to go with the PS4, or you pay for a service. I heard Gaikai, which I thought they were going to do. They said they were going to do something with Gaikai for backwards compatibility in 2014. GameStop, the lady said they got news straight from Sony that it's going to be backwards compatible through the PSN, basically. And they're going to have a full-on service from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games, which you'll be able to buy and play most PS1, most PS2, most PS3 games through that service. I also did hear that GT6 is going to come out a few months after the new one, the PS3 version for the PS4, being updated and extra features, which I might just hold off on that game if that's what's going to happen. But yeah, basically buying digital is going to save you some money if you want to get rid of your PS3 and just get a PS4. PS3 Gamer Q8X, what's your favorite game of all time? Well, the game I beat the most is Final Fantasy X. I beat that game. I used to keep track of every single game. I actually saved that notepad I had of every single game I beat and how many times. The number one game I beat the most was Final Fantasy X. I love that game. It is my favorite game of all time. Uncharted 2 is really up there. I beat that about 5 times. That was a really fun game. Yeah, so I'd have to say Final Fantasy X still, and I can't wait for it. The HD remake is going to be awesome. But yeah, that's my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy X. Spider G1296, your outro's badass. Question: how did you come up with your PSN ID, and if you could change it, what would you change it to? Well, that was a really hard decision. I remember when I was making it, when I first got my PS3, I was like, oh, I can make an ID. I had no idea what I wanted to make it at first, but I chose the max amount of letters you could use. I chose a color, I chose red. And then I chose sniper, which I just chose because I thought that sounded cool. I had god on there, like a sniper god. But I wanted to fill it up the whole way, so I decided to put a number in there. I put 0 on the front of god, so I came up with red sniper 0 god, which that's my PSN name. Sorry, my allergies are acting up a lot, so I'm going to be scratching my nose all the time. It's really itchy. But yeah, that's how I came up with it. Would I change it? I came up with a couple different IDs for European and Japanese so I could play their demos first. The one was something about Shiva. I really like that. That's my favorite Aeon from Final Fantasy / Esper, whatever you want to call it. Aeons were from Final Fantasy X, and she was my favorite. I used to think she was super hot when I first played it, but now she's not as good looking because of the graphics, but still a good looking character, and they have her in many different ones. My least favorite versions of the Espers, Aeons, are the ones from Final Fantasy 13. Who came up with the idea to make them into cars? And she turns in, I think, there's like 2 or 3 of them, I forget. I haven't played that game for a while. In 13, she turns into a bike, and she snows Aeon. It's just stupid. Okay, and I used her for one of my IDs. I don't have it anymore because I don't have that email address anymore. I think it was a Google email address. My Yahoo one, I don't remember what it is either. I have a couple. Let's see. What other one do I have? Right now, I don't even have a second account because of... Oh shit. What did I do here? Right now, I don't even have a second account, so right now I'm just sticking with mine. I might make a new one in the future. I had my European one was Blue Sniper or something. I think something with Sniper in it is what I would change it to, but I have that already, so I wouldn't want to change it. Unless I had a hot girlfriend like I did before, and she used my PlayStation Home account. She bought a bunch of crap, and yeah, it spent a lot of money on my credit card. But yeah, I'd make one for her, and it'd be something sexy, like Riku. Something with Riku in it would have to be in it, because it would be sexy with Riku. Anything with Riku is sexy. Okay, sorry that I don't know if I'm answering your question. I'm just going off here. Okay, this is actually the very first question. Ash 10. Oh, I'm not sure if that was or not. Yeah, it actually was. Ash 10X, and they're a really good friend of mine. If you were left with one game of choice for the rest of your life, which game would you pick? See, I know you guys would think that I would say Final Fantasy X, but the most hours I've ever gotten into a game was Final Fantasy 12, and that's probably what I would choose. Either that or a game like, I don't know. It had to be a multiplayer game. Like Final Fantasy 14 looks like it's going to be really good. I played it. So something multiplayer that's an RPG, which I don't really get it. I haven't really played an MMORPG. And I really like Final Fantasy, so I'd have to say like a Final Fantasy online game, like Final Fantasy 14. But I don't know how it's going to be in the future. So yeah, something with Final Fantasy in it I would have to choose. Final Fantasy 12 would be my #1 choice. Uncharted 2 would be my second choice. That game's like awesome. You gotta play it, and online you can play forever. I could play it every single day. And that's all the questions. Oh, I have one more thing. Okay. I had a question, and this guy keeps asking me the same question over and over. He asked me, what is the best DualShock 3 and why? I have many opinions about this. I don't have that on my iPod right now. But, from who it is. My favorite is the God of War that I own. This is the this is the best one that I own. That the way it looks, it's the best looking one. As you can see Kratos' face there. This is the best looking one. And I also think this is a really cool one, the gold one. That's just like a second choice, the best looking one. The best feeling one, I have to say, is the white PS3 controller. I love the feel of these. They feel the best, in my opinion. Now, the best one that I don't have. The best one that I don't have is the Uncharted. I can't remember if it's Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 3. That's the best looking one, in my opinion, that I don't own because I think it's really expensive. I haven't looked it up lately, but it might be as much as what that God of War one was, which was like $70-something. So that's all my Q&A questions answered for this week. So don't forget to comment below, and I will answer them in about a month maybe. This last one only got 51 views, and it only got, I think it was 8 questions. So there you go. There you have it. Ask me anything you want. You know a little bit more about me, and I'm itchy as can be because I just went outside and my allergies are acting up so bad from the pollen. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment below with your questions, and I will answer them eventually. Thank you for watching. See ya.